In this video, I'll be giving you an overview of the e-commerce site settings available through the Site Builder tool. I won't cover every setting in detail, but we'll call out some of the more important ones. As you can see, I have a site selected within the Site Builder tool. In the upper left, I'm going to expand the menu. Notice the setting menu towards the bottom with several tabs underneath it. Let's start with the General tab. In this section, you can see several settings, such as the Enable Location-Based Store Detection. This setting is off by default on a site. When enabled, the site will use the browser location settings to detect close-by stores. Next, in the upper right, is a Site Maps enabled. With this enabled, the site will automatically generate site maps for search engines. Right below that, you'll see some additional information around the site maps. When changing a setting, you'll also need to click the Save and Publish button at the top to enable it. Next, let's take a look at the staff settings. On this page, you'll be able to manage your administration staff. This can include administrators, web producers, and readers. From within these, you can select the Manage button and add any AAD groups that you need for support here. Next, we'll look at the channels settings. From within the channel settings, you can configure the HQ channels that map to the site. This might include changing the channel, adding additional locale support, or adding new distinct channels. To change the channels, we'll click on the three dots right here. A menu pops up that says Map Different OUNs. OUN stands for Operating Unit Number. Within this dialog box, you'll see a drop-down with all the available channels from your headquarters. In my case, I can see 2 here. To make a change, you can just select it and then select the OK button. In this case, I'll just hit Cancel. Once you do that, don't forget to hit Save and Publish. To add support for another locale, you can select the channel default right here. And from the right-hand side, you'll see a new menu pop up. And it's as simple as adding a locale right here. In this case, my channel hasn't been configured with any other locales. You need to make sure you add the locale to the channel inside of headquarters, and then that list will show up here. Within this menu, you'll also see the B2C settings that can be configured for this channel. The next thing you might want to do is add additional channels. You'll do that with the Add a Channel button right here. In this case, you'll get a list of available channels, the locales, the domain, as well as the path. This can be useful if you're serving different markets within a single e-commerce site. One market could map to one back-end channel, and another market could map to another back-end channel. This will allow you to have different sets of products and prices per market, but have the same set of marketing pages and e-commerce site pages. Next, let's move over to features. From within the feature settings, there are 2 optional features that can be enabled. The first one is called Publish Groups. This will allow you to group together any changes on your site. For example, you may have several pages changed, templates, layouts, and they can be published all at once. And you can have several publish groups going on at the same time by different users if desired. The next one is the accessibility check. This one will allow you to have a button on the pages as you're building them and do a deeper analysis of the accessibility on that page. Let's now move over to the design setting page. From within the design settings, there are 2 things you can do here. Style presets, which lets you change styles on the theme, and CSS overrides, which lets you override any CSS on the site. The next setting is the extension settings. From within the extension settings, you'll see various different settings. At the top, you'll see 3 tabs, one for general configuration, one for URL routes, and another for content security policy. The content security policy allows you to enable third-party sites to be called from within this website. On the configurations tab here, you'll see items like the theme. This is where you'll select your site theme. Below that, you'll see some other settings such as Enable Location-Based Store Detection, Cart Expiration, and a few other settings. That completes the settings overview. Don't forget, if you've made any changes, to hit the Save and Publish button before they will go live.